Alright guys, welcome back to Persona 3 Reload. The last time we met in Persona 3 Reload, well, we began the game, short and simple there. We started off by coming to our first day of school, which was pretty uneventful considering, the last time we had a first day of school in the Persona series. Or I guess technically it would be after this game is Persona 5, where, Joker ended up being late to school and all that stuff, but we really just kind of met some of our potential friends slash party members and just kind of got a general idea of what the general flow of the schedule is going to be like. I did go over a little bit what my intentions are with this Let's Play in terms of how I'm approaching, social links and stuff like that, where basically I'm going for everything and following a schedule despite the fact that I am currently a New Game Plus. But so that segues perfectly into the next thing that I need to talk about are social stats. So when you start a fresh file, your social stats are utter garbage. They're all at level 1, and throughout the game you need to build your social stats up in order to perform certain actions throughout the game and talk with certain social links. You need to make sure that all 3 of your social stats get up. Yes, there are 3 social stats. There is Courage, Charm, and Academics. And they all go to level 6. And really, in order to do everything, in order, to get all your social links and stuff like that up, you need to make sure you get all of your social stats up. And there are a variety of ways to get all of your social stats up. You can... for one, school is a good way of getting your Academics and Charm up. There will be times where someone will ask you, where one of your teachers or Junpei will ask you to cover for him to answer questions and stuff like that. And if you get the question right, your charm goes up. But if you get the question wrong, nothing happens. They just scold you and say you're not paying attention. And there are times where the lecture could be boring, and Makoto will start falling asleep. If you choose to stay awake, you gain more Academics. And then to get Courage, there's a lot of ways to do that. You can play a horror game at the arcade. You can go to the nurse's office after you go to Tartarus and take a weird concoction, and if you drink it, you get more Courage. But that's basically the gist of social links. I mean, social stats, social links, or something else. We'll get into that later, probably next part. But right now, we're actually meeting another major character. This is the chairman, known as Shuji Ikutsuki, and I'm pretty sure I pronounced it right. He is basically the person watching over the dorm, but he will also serve as sort of our leader, our, higher, our, I don't know how to word it, because technically you're the leader of... The the party that you play with in the game is technically you / Mitsuru, but I would say Ikutsuki is more like he's the club sponsor. That's what it is. That's the phrase I'm looking for. We won't get into what exactly he does until later, because once again, this part I think is is not really any major thing where we're getting into battles and stuff like that. I think we do get into it a little bit, but it's not like, once again, we are not getting into the bulk of battles and stuff like that. Excellent. Really, this whole first bit of the game is just exposition, explaining, showing you what exactly is going on, clearly telling you, hey, something's not right here, stuff like that. Yes, another thing is Ikutsuki has a very, very annoying tendency to make, the worst jokes ever. And that's an insult coming from me.
I guess I'll head back to my room, too. Like the chairman said, you should get some rest. Transferring schools is a real pain when you're not used to it. Good night.
What else to talk about? And yes, another thing is actually they're watching us sleep. they are watching Makoto sleep because they believe that Makoto has something called potential, which we already kind of can guess what it is, especially if you look at the fucking cover of the game. Which, I gotta admit, I actually really do love the cover for Persona 3 Reload. I really do like it. It's a really cool cover. Like, it's a really cool cover art. It's better. I mean, I like the originals as cover art to some extent, but I know I really love the FES version. No, not the FES. I meant the original. The FES one, not a huge fan of, because I think it's just, if I'm remembering correctly, it's just the characters renders, or, well, there's a simple solution to, and I know it changes from region to region. Like, I know America probably has a version, and Europe has a version, and all that shit. But I'm talking about the North American version. Persona 3 case. Oh, yeah, I forgot. We live in the modern age, so they automatically thought that I was talking about a phone case, but I meant the game case. Oh, yeah, the original Persona 3 case. I like the Persona 3 FES case with Aigis, the white silhouette of Aigis. I kind of like that one. Because, you know, it's a little, you know, it shows off the mascot of Persona 3. I put mascot in quotes because some people also consider Koromaru to be the mascot. But I straight up do not like, I really don't like the original Persona 3's case, to be honest with you. It is so, it's just not the best out there. It's just, it's just Makoto, Mitsuru, Junpei, and Akihiko's render. That's all it is. And then, like, the Fool and Death Arcana tarots, and then just a random card behind them. You know, it's not the worst thing I've ever seen, but it's also just like, it could have been better. And I think the version that I'm looking at, this is the Japanese one. This is the one I really like of Persona 3's game case. You know, this one, it's kind of similar to the Reload case, and I'm pretty sure future me should be putting up pictures of the cases just so I know what I'm talking about. You know, it's kind of similar. It's a little different than the Reload case, but I like it. And then, you know, there's the portable version, which is, it's not perfect, but it, you know, I like it. You know, especially considering it has, like, both the female and male protagonist, you know, on there. But it's nice. It's a nice case. Oh, yeah, this is the one I was thinking of, too, with Persona 3's case. Is just a white silhouette of Makoto, Yukari, and Junpei, and that's it. You know, Orpheus and Hermes is in the background. I think I see EO somewhere back there. But, like, yeah, I'm not a huge fan of it. And, like, you know, I say I like the Aigis one, even though it does the same exact thing, but it, you know, it's just Aigis instead. You know, it's not, like, it's not terrible either. But I legitimately, I don't really know why I don't like the the original PS2 version with Makoto, Mitsuru, and Junpei, and Akihiko. Mainly because I think it's just, you know, I understand Makoto being on the case because he's the protagonist, but you chose, like, 3 random party members. In all honesty, like, they just chose, like, the 3 random ones instead of, like, Junpei can kind of be there because he's the second. He's technically one of the first party members you get. But, like, Yukari is nowhere to be seen in this case, unless she's on the back. Yeah, she's on the back. She's on the backside with Makoto again. But, like, and Ken's on the backside. Like, he's on the official screenshot, which I think is a spoiler for October 4th. I'm pretty sure. But, like, that's just me. That's just my personal 2 cents. I really love but I do love the Japanese case that I'm looking at right here. I'm gonna save it just so I know which one when I'm editing. I will show you which one I'm talking about. But, like, you know, I hope future me is, you know, editing me is putting in pictures of the cases that I'm talking about. He probably won't for all of them, but at least the ones I know that I really highlighted. But I really love Persona 3 Reloads' case. In fact, I have a poster, I have a display of it up on my wall, and I really do like it. Let me see if I can. It's not the same. Yeah. Here's another one. There's another example of Oh, actually, no. I don't really need to show off the Persona 3 Reload case, considering that I use it as the end screen and the thumbnail for yesterday's part. Yeah, I like it. I kind of liked it. I really like it.
Sup? How's it going? Want to stop somewhere on the way home?
By the way, I really gotta highlight the anime characterization of Makoto because I really love him. My favorite thing is that when he first meets Junpei, he just says personal space. Like the whole interaction, he's just like, personal space, please. It's like, can you like back the fuck up?
This is Polonia Mall. Whenever I hang out with the guys from school, we end up coming here. There's a karaoke box, an arcade. Oh yeah, you can rent out CDs too. And there's that club.
Which CD? CD's nuts!
Myself. This place may not look like much, but I'm not complaining. Let's check out the CDs first. Oh, whoa, that's new. I gotta try this. Let me show you my mad crane game skills. Ah, damn it! Oh, come on, man.
Ooh, looks like your proficiency is not high. Oh wait, that social stat doesn't exist in this game. Never mind. Yeah, unlike Persona 5 though, you only have 3 social stats instead of the 5. Which is actually kind of... I didn't realize this until recently, is that every Persona 3, 4, and 5, they added 1 social stat to match the number of the game. So Persona 3 had 3, 4 had 4, and 5 had 5. I didn't know... I don't know why I'm pointing that out, but I just kind of noticed that. I just realized that I'm not bright. I doubt it was intentional, but it'd be funny as hell. It probably was.
By the way, I think. Oh, right.
Oh yeah, I was harassing Akihiko. I was trying to harass Akihiko because you can interact with his door, and he'll just like on the first day he'll just be like, "What? What do you want, Mitsuru?" But no.
How is he?
Looks like he's a little worn out. He went to bed without changing out of his uniform.
That has got to be bad for his back, though. That is, ugh. That has got to be uncomfortable. I would have moved by now.
The potential.
Like that's just got to be uncomfortable for him.
Memory loss, disorientation. This subject is rather unique. He hasn't exhibited any of the common symptoms.
He also doesn't fucking
You're
talk.
treating him like a guinea pig.
Oh, don't look at it like that. The two of you are classmates, right? Consider it an opportunity to have someone your own age here.
That's even worse.
We need all the help we can get.
I guess that's true, but still.
Command room speaking. Akihiko, what's wrong?
You're not gonna believe it. This thing is huge. Unfortunately, it's chasing after me right now. I'm almost back. Just letting you know in advance.
Wait, you're leading it here?
Does that mean he's bringing that thing here?
Mr. Chairman, that's enough observation for now. We need to prepare for combat.
Right. Be careful.
Akihiko!
I'm all right. Get ready to be surprised. It'll be here any second.
Why did you lead it here, you idiot?
Is it one of them, Sanada-kun?
Yeah, but not an ordinary one.
Please head for the command room. Takeba, go upstairs and wake him up. Then escape out the back.
But what about you two?
We'll stop it here. You're the one who led it to us, Akihiko. So I'm going to have you fight.
It's not like I asked it to follow me.
You could have done a better job eluding it. You just let it here. Use the alleyways, dumbass. Now you're too busy punching shit to even a loud noise woke me up. Yeah, no shit. That wake me up too.
Sorry, but I'm coming in. There's no time to explain. We have to get out of here now.
Considering the noise came from outside, I don't think going outside is a good idea.
The first floor. We'll leave through the back. Oh wait, take
Wait.
this just in case.
Akihiko just came in from the front door, and he knows the shadow's probably gonna follow him if that's the case. And you're gonna go out the front door with... You're gonna go out the back door? Like, that's gonna help you?
All right.
You're gonna go to the first floor where the shadow could definitely reach you and break in?
Yes, I hear you.
Be careful. There appears to be more than one enemy. The primary one's lurking somewhere nearby.
What?
Like that.
Oh, let's pull back. What are we gonna do? It's at the front door. Should we...
I was trying to tell you that earlier! No wonder you guys need me to save your asses. And speaking of, we have to save their asses. We have to save her ass. I'm gonna go out the front door. One, I'm gonna piss my pants if I don't go down.
It's getting closer. You need to calm down. It's gonna be okay. Getting to safety is our priority now.
I also remember the anime's version of this scene. Yeah, we're gonna go back in my room. You know what? Pfft, I'm going back to bed. Can we just go back to bed? I'm completely awake now. Oh, no. I just like imagine you just go, you know what? I'm going back to bed. See you guys tomorrow. Just cut to the credits right there. But I remember the anime's version of this whole event, and it's so funny because Makoto didn't give a flying fuck about anything. He was just like, oh, alright, this is cool. Like, Yukari was literally dragging him.
If we go out through here, then...
Alright, how do you tend to escape the building now?
Be safe for now. Huh?
Now, this has actually became a big debate about this remake. Is this scene better in the remake or the original? And in all honesty, I'm kind of twisted on it. I like the remake, you know, for one, making it a smooth 3D animation, you know, it looks really good. But I don't know if I like the brutality of the original more, in terms of, especially when, well, spoiler alert, this is when Makoto summons his persona.
Attacked us.
You know, when Makoto summons his persona, I'm not sure if this version's better or the original. I want to say this version's a little better. They did fix one mistake, though, in this version, where Makoto isn't wearing his C's armband in this cutscene, despite the fact he's not part of C's yet. Just thought I'd point that out. In the original, he was wearing a C's armband.
It's here.
Wait.
Go on.
So.
I am thou. Thou art I. From the sea of thy soul I cometh. I am Orpheus.
Yeah, that's actually kind of one thing that is pretty funny about Persona 3 is the way of summoning their personas is they hold a gun to their head and pull the trigger. It's kind of funny. It's not a real gun, obviously, but it's just... What the fuck? There is actually a trigger warning for this version of the game where I don't remember the full trigger warning, but it does show depictions of suicide and stuff like that. There is a lot of dark themes in this game, clearly, but... But it's just funny that that's their way of summoning personas in this game. And then Persona 4 tamed it right back down to where they just crush a card. Or just destroy a card anyway, because I know like Kanji hits it with a chair. And Yosuke like slashes it in half. Chie kicks it. Yeah, despite showing up on it being on the game case, Thanatos, this is like one of 3 cutscenes he's in. But yes, Thanatos is supposed to be Makoto's ultimate persona, or his second evolution for his persona. But, you know, this is the only time, I think this is like one of 2 times we see him in a cutscene. I think we only see Orpheus this one time, I want to say. And cutscenes, you know, obviously you can play the game with Thanatos and Orpheus. Well, Thanatos you can't get until you finish the Death Arcana, which you do by playing through the game.
Those shadows, did they break off from that other one?
Probably. So here we have a little bit of a battle to, you know, give a little demonstration of what exactly you can do in this game. I won't go too in depth with the tutorials because we're not at that point in the game yet. There will be like an in-depth tutorial later, but this is kind of like similar to, you know, Joker's Awakening, where Arsene sort of just gave you a bit of a small tutorial to let you understand how give you a preview of what combat's going to be like. Really, you can only do a few things. You can't do everything. Oh yeah, Makoto passed out. He's fine.
Are you okay? Oh, come on.
He's fine. We got like 100 more hours in this game.
Can you hear me?
100. I'm being a little...
Say something.
It took me like 80 hours, I want to say, to beat this game. Yeah, about 80 hours. I would add about 20 more if you plan on doing the answer. Or episode, I guess. I'm so used to calling it the answer.
Consciousness after awakening to your power. Ooh, I see that it was Orpheus who heeded your call. Very interesting. That was the power of persona, the manifestation of your psyche. A persona is a facet of your personality that surfaces as you react to external stimuli. You can think of it as a mask.
Whoa, Igor. This is Persona 3, not Persona 5. Masks are in Persona 5. Hold off on the mask talk. And technically, you're only in Persona 5. You are only in Persona 5 for like a grand total of 10 minutes. Spoilers for Persona 5, I guess.
With others, your own social links will gradually develop. The strength of these social links will foster the growth of your persona abilities.
Yeah, so this is Igor just telling us, warning us about what social links are. Right now, we're not going to be getting into them in this game because in this part. Sorry, in this part because first off, we have 13 seconds left, and you know, we still have a little bit of story to do before we can be introduced to doing whatever the hell we want through the day. But that will actually be all next part. So the next time we meet in Persona 3 Reload, I believe we are going to be doing, some social link stuff or more, getting introduced to the, the different facilities and activities you can do in the game before you can start going after social links. And I believe we actually do get introduced to the main dungeon of Persona 3. But we'll see all that at a later time. So see you guys next time, and take care.